Hi everyone, and welcome to a quick Civilization 7 video, where I'm going to show you how you can get a massive head start in Exploration Age, specifically when it comes to the distant land continent. Furthermore, with this strategy, you will be able to take advantage of a recent change in an update, which means that city-states will now turn into friendly independent powers on age transition instead of disappearing completely. So first of all, this takes advantage of a scouting strategy I actually already made a short about, which you might have seen, and it basically involves maximizing your scout's sight range. And there are a few things you can do with this. First of all, you're going to need these two mementos specifically. And these are unfortunately not optional, you kind of really need them both. The first one gives you +3 sight instead of +1 for Scout's search and lookout abilities, and you will get this one very early, because you just need your profile at level 7. The second one gives you +3 sight for Scouts adjacent to mountains. And again, this is unfortunately not optional, and you will unlock this by getting Pachacuti to level 5, right here. So you can also play as Battuta. This is optional, but he does make it easier. He gets +1 sight for all units. And also one more thing you'll want is a policy that gives you +1 scout movement and sight. You unlock this by researching the discipline civic. With all of these things combined, you will have +8 sight to your scouts, as long as they use their lookout or scout ability and are adjacent to a mountain. And armed with this knowledge, you start a new game with whatever setup you want, but preferably on any map that's not Continents Plus. I used Continents map myself, and the reason you don't want to use Continents Plus is because it has a bunch of islands between the main continent and the distant lands continent, and you do not want that. Our strategy here is going to be using our scout, finding a mountain that's as close to the shore as possible, and then trying to reveal the distant lands continent. As much of it as possible. You won't be able to reveal a huge chunk of it, mostly just like maybe 3 or 4 tiles in, but you should be able to reveal some of it. Now, unfortunately, you cannot actually make contact or interact with the AIs in Antiquity Age that start on the other continent. However, you can reveal some of it, which helps you to reach it much more easily at the start of Exploration Age, because you will be able to see the easiest possible path to reach it. But this is not the important part. The important part is spotting the city-states that spawned on the other continent. Like this one here, for example. This is a city-state on the other continent. Now, unfortunately, you will not be able to actually interact with these city-states. You cannot befriend them. If you try to do it, you won't be able to click on that option, even if you have enough influence. So unfortunately, Firaxis thought about that one. However, what this does allow you to do is know the locations of city-states at the start of Exploration Age. Because with the recent change in the patch, there will be a city-state in this exact same location at the start of Exploration Age. Not only that, you will be able to see a pretty large chunk of this continent, you will be able to see pretty much all of the ocean between the continents, so you'll be able to know exactly where the shortest route to that continent is, where you can send your settler across to cross as few deep ocean tiles as possible. So this right here is the start of Exploration Age, and as you can see, there's a city-state right here in the same exact location. There was also a city-state over here, and there's one, again, in the same exact spot. So you will be able to start befriending these city-states as soon as you have enough influence, and you should have enough influence right at the start of Exploration Age. Not to mention, you will be able to start befriending these city-states before your initial ship can even hope to reach the New World shores. It just gives you a massive head start in Exploration Age. And obviously, having a scouting range this huge gives you a whole bunch of other advantages. I'm just trying to not state the obvious too much. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you found it interesting and informative. Leave a like if you did, and I will see you next time.